Hey, you guys! uh, so I'm back here. I got another action figure haul here for you. Wasn't planning on having another action figure haul this soon. So if you guys are new to the channel, look through my past videos. Check out my action figure collection in this room. Um, have fun. Give me a like, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever. I'd appreciate anything. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this stuff. So without further ado, let's look at some action figures here. You may notice these are not action figures. Those are actually chess pieces that I picked up. They are dirty, as you can see by this Darth Vader, and he suffers from erectile dysfunction here as Saber's not wanting to point north anymore. So I may have to place him under some warm water and see if I can fix him. But I picked all these guys up for like $5 or something. I like this Yoda a lot. He's on a little stand. There's two of him. So, but there's several of them. I'll kind of show you some of them here. But they're kind of cool. Unfortunately, I don't have the full set. I am missing some of the villains here. Sorry. Come on, camera. Alright, we're gonna go this way here. But yeah, so I got all those guys. They're just kind of cool. This is one of my favorites, the R2-D2. I think he'd look cool if he had a little bit of paint added to him. But I probably won't ever take the time to do that. They're kind of cool, like, as they are. So we'll slide all those over there. Let's look at some loose things here. So, picked up a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff. You know, can't ever find... You know, always... come on! I seem like I always have Ninja Turtle stuff in my hauls because it's one of my favorite things here. Come on. There we go. So I found something kind of rare. I've never actually seen one before. It's one of the speedboats. Unfortunately, this front landing ski is broken, or it would stand up. But it is broken, so I think I may have some of the parts. We'll see. But I've never seen one. I've seen the red version of this. So I was pretty happy to get it. I paid, what was it? $1.99 for it. So, even though it's broken, I might be able to fix it. I might be able to find some way to repair it. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I've never seen one before, so I was pretty happy to have it. Next up, I did find an April O'Neil from the new line. I didn't have one of her loose, so just thought it might be cool to have one of her loose. Then I picked up Ghostbusters Wolfman. This is one of the vintage figures that I didn't have. I thought his mouth was supposed to open up, but when you like squeeze his legs or something. Yeah, I guess not. Just does some kind of crazy motion. But he's pretty cool. Didn't have him. This guy picked up Raphael for pretty cheap. You never run across these 2007 CGI turtles. They're kind of odd scale because they're like 5 or 6 inch scale. So they don't really fit in with the rest of the turtle lines, but I didn't have a Raphael. I hope I run across his weapons, but we will see. Then I picked up, I thought I didn't have this guy, and it turns out that I did have him. So he's nothing special. I'm kind of disappointed. I thought I had Raphael and Leonardo, but I had Raphael and Michelangelo, so, you know, it kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Then I picked up some common turtles that I just didn't have. So I picked up this Michelangelo. The plastic bag noise is bugging you. Sorry. Can't remember what this Michelangelo was called. But he's one I didn't have. I wasn't going to buy any of these, but, you know, I've got a Ninja Turtle collection, and I was like, why am I not buying these commons if I can find them for cheap enough? So, and he's not extremely common. I think that's the first one I've ever seen in person of him. Same way with this one. I got the... If you watched my last haul, I got the other version of him, the different painted one, that came with, oh, hair. Come on, get off of there. Gross. Anyway, that's gonna bug me. So I got the other version of him and thought, well, I'll just go ahead and grab this one too. He's nothing real special, just a scuba dive mic or Navy SEAL mic. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to look him up. Then I picked up one of these NECA Batman figures. I believe it's NECA. We're going to check here. So let's look at Batman's ass here and see if we can find a logo. You guys see a logo in there? Where on there? Palm of his foot, maybe? Usually it's on the leg. Nope, not seeing any markings on him, which is kind of odd. He's a little dusty, it looks like. Here I am looking at a Batman crotch. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is with the NECA Batman that came with the, may have came with a DVD or something, of The Dark Knight. But anyway, it was cheap, and I didn't have a version of this Batman, so, yeah. Now I do. Then I also picked up, one of my other buddies had this guy. He had some other Ninja Turtles, or Transformers, but I ended up just wanting this guy. I don't know if he's transformed correctly, but I'll double check it later. But this is, I want to say this is Blur. There's a possibility it could have been a Drift. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Blur. I'm 99% sure it's Blur, but we'll double check it. I'll double check it later. I just thought it was a cool head sculpt. Forgive me if I don't know all of my Transformers. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure he's Blur. We'll see. He was cool though. He was $5, which I don't know. With toys anymore, the prices are just kind of whatever someone wants to pay, I guess. So I did pick this up. Paid a whopping $1.99. It's a shredder. This isn't the right cape. I just kind of threw it on him. I just found it in a pile of stuff. But if you'll notice, this is a soft head shredder for $1.99. He's missing all of his spikes that go on him. So I will have to steal some from one of my other shredder figures. But I've got a couple of these, so it'll be worth it to have soft head shredder loose. I think I may have one carded. But I'm still happy to have one loose just because you don't run across soft head shredders very often, and not for $1.99. So really happy to have that guy. You just, like I said, you just don't run across those very often. So we're gonna push all this stuff back here. Come on, Shredder, come back here. All right, so I did find some carded stuff. I'll set those to the side here. So first up, same guy who sold me that Blur figure also sold me this. So it is one of the Beast Wars Fusors Silverbolts. I already have one loose that I got in a haul several hauls ago, complete, that I paid a couple bucks for. This ended up costing me $25, which was a little bit more than I would have wanted to have paid for it, but he was one of my favorite characters in the show. So, and this is my first carded Beast Wars figure, so he will stay that way. Next up, I did find some Marvel Legends. So I picked up this Black Panther figure. Picked him up for $9 at Walmart, and he's one of the Walmart exclusives. So I wouldn't have got him, but yeah, for $9, why not? Then I found one of the Thanos figures He's another Walmart exclusive. That is a really nice head sculpt on both of those. I love the colors on it. I feel like this body would make a really cool Apocalypse figure. So if you just swapped out the head or even added on to the head on this one, I feel like you could make this into a really cool Apocalypse, like an ancient style Apocalypse, like Egyptian style. Next up, this is something I wasn't going to buy, but it was there. I bought it, and yeah. It's the Ghost Rider box set with his motorcycle. I've seen it in person and just really, really like this figure. That is a really cool head sculpt. I like all of the chain whip. I've seen some pictures of people posing this, and even though it's not a bendy wire chain whip, it still looks really cool when he's holding it. The motorcycle's kind of, it's okay. I didn't like the price point on it. I don't think it was worth $40. I think at most 30. But when you figure you would have paid $20 just for the Ghost Rider, the bikes, I understand, is a lot more plastic and parts and stuff, so I guess it kind of evens out, but to me it was a little pricey at $40. So, but anyway, I was really happy to get those. So I'm going to set these back here. So next up, something I wasn't planning on finding, and it kind of shot my budget over what I was wanting to spend this week. So maybe a couple weeks, maybe a while before I have another toy haul. And that is, I found 2 of the SH Figuarts Turtles. I already have Leonardo and Donatello. I got those a while back. I wasn't going to buy these because I didn't want to spend the money they were asking for them. I was, however, planning on trying to find some KOs, but they were $32. So whenever I was at a toy shop buying the 2 Transformers, a guy was in there trying to sell these. Well, the guy that works there is one of my buddies, and he asked, "Hey, I'm not interested in these. Are you?" And I said yes. So these were originally $70. It looks like the guy got them marked down to $49. There's a good chance he just paid $25 for them. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't care what he paid for them. But he sold them both to me for $50 for the pair, which I thought was a good deal because, I could have just paid $50 for one of them, or I could have bought 2 KOs for probably closer to $70 with shipping. So for $50, even though I don't like these figures as much as my NECA Turtles, I was happy to finally complete the set. Even though we're not getting a shredder out of this line, I am still happy to have these to finish my set. Like them or not, they are definitely worth $25 a piece. So really, really happy to have that. So next up, I got lucky and bought a bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff from somebody who was selling them. So first of all, there were some instruction sheets and all of this. There's one for the Sludgemobile. This is one for one of the... I actually needed this one because I needed to see all the parts that went to this. For one of the tubes. I'm pretty sure that I already have this one. I actually have all of the sewer pieces. I put all these together in one big print that I'm going to print out and color. And I might show that off one of these days. Random sword there. Comes from somebody. I think that's a Chrome Dome, maybe. Some joke books. One of the other sewer map pieces. Another one of these. These I always think are really cool if I could hang them up. It's actually one of the scenes from the cartoon, but it's kind of worn, but I would definitely hang this piece up. I like these checklist kind of things that kind of show off the turtles, so that is really cool to have. I remember looking at these when I was a kid and looking at all the ones I wish I could get and never probably got. So that's kind of cool to have. And then one of these cardboard cutouts. This is for one turtle I don't have, the Green Teen Beret Raph. But for some reason I think I have all the parts for him. So if I ever run across him, I'll have him complete maybe. Yeah. So we're going to set all that stuff to the side. One of these days I'll show you guys. I have an entire book full of the instruction sheets. I might go through those and just kind of show those off to you. But along with that, I also, and forgive me, I'm gonna have to pick up the camera and show you guys this, so it's not gonna be the best, but so I got all of these parts for Ninja Turtle vehicles. There's the tube for that instruction sheet, and I believe I have all the parts for it. But this is just a box full of parts for the vehicles. Some of them I have, most of them I have. Some of those are going to help me complete some that I have. On top of that, I also got this box. So there's the turtle parachute. This is just, let me move this stuff out of the way here. So I got one of the mutant modules. We'll come back to this stuff here in a sec. Let me get all this stuff out of the box here. So, let's set this down here. So I got the mutant module there. That ain't gonna work. So I got the mutant module over there, the scout drone. It's not complete. He's missing his missiles, and he's missing the 2 drills that go on the front. But in all honesty, I've never seen one that has the 2 missiles that go here. I've been looking at these things on eBay for a long time, because I thought the one that I had was complete until I looked at the back of the box of one of these and realized that it has 2 red missiles that go here that mine doesn't have. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have it either. But for the most part, it's in pretty good shape. So I'm pretty happy to have that. Then I got the pizza thrower, which I'm pretty sure I've got all the parts for. And then I've got the foot cruiser, which I already have a foot cruiser and a pizza thrower that are complete. But this one is missing the front bumper. Unfortunately, it is not in this box of parts. I'm going to set all this stuff to the side here. So with all that stuff, I got bags and bags of weapons. These are weapons that I either have or know what figures they go to. Another bag. Parts for the pizza shooter. These are the parts for the foot cruiser. Like I said, unfortunately I couldn't find the bumper for it. And then I got all this box of parts. I mean, there's just a ton of parts in here. Mostly it's Ninja Turtle stuff. There's a couple of figures in here that are missing parts, like Rocksteady missing his hand. There's certain things that I don't know what they go to. I think this goes to those trolls that had the gemstones in their stomach. But just all kinds of parts. Then I got this bag of parts that I have no clue what any of this stuff goes to. I don't know if that's a Ninja Turtle thing. I don't know. Some of these I just really don't know what they go to. I'm going to have to look up some of these parts. But I got all of the parts, all of those bags of weapons that I had to go through and kind of sort out. All of the pizza shooter and the foot cruiser and the mini mute module. The guy had them, and I was honestly expecting the guy to say $100 for all of them or more, because I've seen a bag like this go for over $100 on eBay. So I was sitting there just worried what this guy, because he's a reseller, so he knows his stuff. So I finally just shut up and said, you know what, you make me an offer and we'll go from there. So he said $25 for everything. And I wanted to like giggle, like he's messing with me. But I looked at him, he was serious. So he said, is that fair to you? And I said, honestly, I think $35 is more fair. It wasn't fair. I mean, the guy's a reseller, though. He knows what he has. I think he just wanted to unload it. He didn't want to go sort through all this stuff. So I think he was just happy that I was willing to give him more money than what he had originally said. So either way, I think we both kind of won. Like I said, he got rid of a tote full of stuff that he didn't want us piece out and part out. But yeah, so for $35 for all that stuff, unfortunately, most of the weapons in it are not ones I need to complete figures that I have. So that was kind of disappointing. And all the weapons that were there, none of them helped me complete any of the vehicles I have. I think there's a lot of parts there, so it's kind of a mixed bag. I got some stuff I needed, most of it I don't, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, sell it. I really hate selling toys because I feel like a jackass when I do it. A collector selling toys, you think your stuff's worth more than what it actually is because you collect it. So for me, it's really hard for me to price stuff that I collect. You know, if it was He-Man or Thundercat stuff I don't collect anymore, I'm just like, go ahead, take it, get rid of it, whatever. But with this stuff, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I do know that I'll have to go through and make bags, and I don't even know the best way. I think I'm just going to hop on the internet, start looking up figures and finding out which weapons go with who. And then whatever I can't figure out, I'll just post on Reddit, and hopefully some of you guys will help me out on Reddit figuring out what's what. So anyway, we're at about 21 minutes, and you guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about this crap. But there's kind of just a little recap of what I got in this haul. So I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching me ramble or watching me pull out bags of garbage that you probably don't care about. But if you do, thank you for sticking around, watching. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And I hope I will see you back here for my next video. Please subscribe, like, comment, rub your nuts on your touch screen on your phone. I don't care. But I'd appreciate it if you guys left a comment. Tell me what your favorite thing in the haul is. Tell me what some of these parts go to. I don't know. I know what these go to. Those are missiles for the Turtle 2 blimp, I believe. Possibly. I won't ever. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. Have a good night. It was nice talking to you. Well, I'm not actually, I'm talking at you, I guess, not to you, because we can't have a conversation. I'm on the phone. You're watching this after I record it. So technically I'm talking to you in the future. It's kind of weird. So I hope your future self is having a great and wonderful weekend. Bye. Say bye.